Hello friends, welcome to the throat chakra. Let's take a few minutes and learn about the throat chakra and what the associations are and the identifications and the connections between this energy center and other physical, emotional, mental, and energetic things. Here we go. So first off, the Sanskrit name is Vishuddha. Vishuddha. Vishuddha chakra. And Vishuddha means pure or purification. We'll get a little bit more into that, of course, as the time in the throat chakra deepens. However, the thing I do want to say is Vishuddha, pure purification. Right? The idea here is that be mindful, right, of the vibration that you are generating and radiating out into your world. In yoga, vibration is creation. Vibration is creation, and not just in yoga, but many other spiritual, religious belief systems also share that tenet. So, we have the power to speak here, and the power to create here. And Vishuddha asks us to be pure in our intent to purify, right? So that we can use this power wisely and for the benefit of all. The element is ether, akasha, that's the word we use in yoga, also known as vibration, okay? Sound. These are kind of, again, associated words. Akasha is the word in the yogic realm, and the notion is that between you and I, right? Yes, there's air, and there are air molecules that are impacted, right, by the vibration of our voice, but there's also a subtler element between us, and this is called akasha. And akasha actually receives the kind of impression, the impact, the intention, if you will, of our words, and is permanently affected by it. You can't, as we all know, right, as we've all learned through experience, we can't take back words after they've been spoken. I mean, those vibrations that are released from us, right, spoken vibrations, but also, right, our thoughts, our actions have impact, and those things you can't undo. And so recognizing this power and this kind of radiant quality, this unerasable quality, really inspires us to purify, to be more mindful here at Vishuddha chakra. The color is this beautiful sky blue. Sky blue. The number of petals is 16 here, 16 petals, okay? And this in the center again is your bija mantra. This is Hum, H-A-M. We'll get to chanting the bija mantra later. But these 16 petals, I want to pause here and talk about the significance of the 16 petals. As we have been going up the spine, we've been receiving, right, different numbers of petals at each chakra. And what you probably don't know, because I didn't tell you, and it's not really widely spoken about, kind of a esoteric nugget in the chakra exploration, is that each of the petals at the chakras have been kind of giving us letters of the Sanskrit alphabet. So up until now, all that we've received from the root, the 4 petals of the root, right, the 6 petals at the sacral chakra, the 10 petals at the navel, 12 petals at the heart, those were all consonants in the Sanskrit alphabet. Okay, so, you know, I can't even do the consonant sound because it's hard to speak a consonant sound without a vowel sound. So basically we couldn't speak. We could only kind of right, make sounds. Here, right, at the Vishuddha chakra, these 16 petals are the 16 vowels, V-O-W-E-L-S, vowels of the Sanskrit alphabet. So we actually do gain the power, the tools to speak and to be creative in that way, to create through speech. And this is really significant. And the other thing that's very significant about it is I've talked about how important the chakra beneath, right, is. And, you know, at the heart chakra, we cultivated, we received, we practiced compassion and that expansion into a sense of humanity. And it's only through the kind of activation of that heart chakra energy that we get a pass, so to speak. We get to take it to the next level here and now. Only now are we able to access the power of speech and creation by receiving all of these Sanskrit vowels. Very interesting. Moving on. The number of petals I said was 16. The verb here is I speak. Okay? The body parts. So we're dealing with this spinal zone, the neck, okay? The kind of upper, right, part of the shoulders, the clavicle, the collar, okay, the throat, also the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, okay? All of that in the back of the neck. The glands are the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. And I'll get into that in a little more detail in another video. The consciousness of Vishuddha chakra that's being kind of awakened is truth. Big concept there. We'll get into that a little bit more. Purification, as I said, communication, honesty, self-expression, and vibration. So, lots to work with at this chakra. Enjoy.